This season of Sex Ed is brought to you by LELO. Stick around until after the episode to learn a little bit more.
Did you tell your parent when you lost your virginity? No, I didn't. I don't think so. That's kind of awkward. Did you tell your parent?
I told my parent I was pregnant, so I think she figured it out from there.
So I'm gonna just read out some questions to you guys. You'll write down your answers and then we'll review, okay?
Okay.
This is exciting. This is like class.
Let's see.
How many people do you think the other person has slept with?
Oh, I don't even want to know.
Are we accurate?
Was this accurate?
Very close.
Like up or down?
Close. Your number's way too high.
It is?
You think it's like a 20?
I don't know. It was just you've been alive a long time.
Do you know what
Yeah.
your number
What's
is?
yours?
Let's see. 7. And he said 28.
Damn.
What is an appropriate age to lose your virginity?
16, huh?
I was okay with 16.
16's a little young, but it's
I
reality.
Yeah.
It's reality.
What age did you lose your virginity?
Gosh.
Write for yourselves.
Sorry.
You out of control, man.
I know.
What? What? Can she do that? You won't tell me?
15?
Yeah. What? Man.
Aw, how cute.
That's not cute. That's weird.
It is weird.
Have you ever caught the other having sex? Yeah,
You've caught me having sex?
I have.
Oh.
One time it was 6 in the morning. I'm like, why are you even doing anything at 6 in the morning?
Because at some point you just don't care.
Maybe like one time I was like, that sounds a little odd coming from the other room, but it wasn't like a caught thing.
Not me.
Yes, you. What are you talking about? Who would I be talking? It's about each other.
What are you talking about you?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you're moaning pretty loud.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Are you making this up?
I swear.
You're making it up.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm not. I left. I went down to the garage. There.
Oh.
Did you tell your parents when you lost your virginity? No.
Yeah.
No. Wow. I didn't think it was I was supposed to tell you guys. I was like.
I kind of maybe probably I didn't want to know.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
I did?
Yeah, in Hawaii.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That
wasn't it?
No.
I did. And it's kind of funny because it's the fact that I said it so casually that I just showed up to her work, and we're in the middle of conversation. I'm just like, oh yeah, we snuck into the house and had sex. And that's how she found out. And she's just like, okay, great, now I get to have this big conversation while I'm at work, thanks.
So what happened for me was we went to the doctor's office. Was it senior year? Like 17 or so? Yeah, so I went to the doctor's office and they obviously asked about it because I was that age, you know. And I was like, Mom, don't look at this questionnaire because just don't look at it. And so obviously she got the hints and then, so that's how she found out.
Are you uncomfortable talking about this?
Yes. Yes.
I'm not. I'm not. This
I
is.
am. It's awkward. I had no problem, like I said, with your sisters, but with you, I don't know, I just feel uncomfortable.
To a certain extent.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
Not all the
It's
time.
an open conversation in our home, but not personal experiences.
Yeah, not details.
No.
That's weird.
No.
I'm not at all uncomfortable about talking about sex. I think it's something natural that needs to be talked about.
A lot of us in the youth now growing up have fallen into learning about everything on our phones, learning about everything through a video. That in itself can cause a lot of traumas when you're not having that real engaged conversation with your parent who gave birth to you.
But they're learning this in the video.
Well, I'd rather them hear, if we could be that sign to, hey, when you're done watching this, turn off your phone, turn off your computer,
Yeah.
and pick a serious conversation to have with your parent.
Yeah.
Because if we learn everything on ourselves, we have no idea how we're gonna handle every single trauma we go through.
Have you ever told your son about the night he was conceived? Am I an accident?
I don't know which night it was. It was an oopsie. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
You guys were just going crazy, or?
Yes.
My parents liked going to the drive-ins. They like going to the drive-ins and watching a certain movie. I don't know what the name of the movie is, but they never watched the movie. They couldn't tell what the movie's about, so.
Do you worry about your son getting a girl pregnant?
Oh my God. Every 24 hours. Yes.
Do you think I'm like some like...
No, that's why I'm like, yeah.
Not anymore. I did. And when he was in college, we would Venmo him money and say, buy a box of condoms, don't be dumb, there's no excuse.
Absolutely. I ask you regularly if you're wearing protection, and
Yeah.
you've been honest and told me when you haven't. And,
Yeah.
And that spikes up my anxiety a bit.
I did worry a lot about you guys having children young. I had you at 18. So I certainly did not want that for you.
What kind of contraception, if any, does the other person use?
Well, you're a condom user.
Yes.
I've seen them in your room.
Yes, oh yeah. Do you still even have sex?
Of course we do. We're human.
Pull-out game, yeah.
You don't use the condom. You didn't need to send my money back then.
I'll be honest, I don't really know what contraception means.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Tell
I don't
me,
know why.
Michael.
It's just going over my head. I don't know.
Protection.
Trojans?
Condoms?
Yeah, I use Trojans.
Okay.
Do you use any contraception?
Condoms, and I
Yeah.
have an IUD.
Do you know what an IUD is?
It's like,
Is that the uterus? Is that what that
no, it's like, you know Tesla? You know the Tesla like symbol?
No,
It's
ain't
like
no
the little
damn
thing
Tesla.
you just.
They put it up into your uterus and it just kind of opens and it stays inside you. You should learn. You should learn.
I should have done my research about this stuff. Oops.
Did you teach your son about consent?
Yes, especially in college. I was like, even if they're drinking, like just be careful, because a yes could really mean no, and just like you really want the person to be conscious when they're agreeing to it.
I don't think we had a huge conversation about it.
I think I've said the term no means no, but that's about it.
I think you would know your own son better than to say, hey, this guy seems like he needs a little talk about consent.
No, I think it's important.
Yeah.
I think it's important to teach that, and I think both ways. I think for girls too. So I apologize for not giving you that talk.
Yes, we definitely did. A lot of times when there is a situation, it's harder to prove your word. It's your word against their word. And we did not want them to be in a position where they would even be questioned and have their whole career and their life put in jeopardy. Once you are labeled a sex offender or anything like that, your life is, there's no quality of life after that.
How did your parents teach you about sex? In what ways do you wish it was different?
It's just like a weird subject, but they help me like not see it as like so like uncomfortable, I would say.
What did you wish you could have seen different?
I don't know. I feel like you guys did a really good job. The only thing I would say I'd change is maybe both of you guys sitting down at the same time talking about it. Because you can get like a perspective from both.
My parents didn't talk to me about sex. Just went to the high school dance and said, don't dance too close to the boys. Swear to God, that's what Mirabella said. Never really.
That was it?
That was it. That was it, the extent of it.
Well, now we know where that came from.
Yeah.
Do you wish that was a conversation that you had?
Oh yeah, I did. But we would hear stuff at school, and we took sex ed, and we had, friends, and I mean, I didn't have the internet. I couldn't Google anything, so it was just everything was from everybody's experiences that they had.
It was treated as if it were a dirty secret. They did what they were comfortable with and what they knew for that time period. And I understand. But like my mother told me, if you don't like the way we did something, change it. And I did.
What's something you would like your sons or other young men to know about sex education?
Whatever the sexual encounter is, but being respectful and considerate.
That it is not all games, that there is emotion behind the whole act of sex, and it's more than just a physical thing.
They learn from porn, they learn from whatever media forms that teach it, and I really wish that there was more education out there about really how to connect.
When I became sexually active, I think that I put more emotion into it. So therefore I was kind of giving myself, and I felt like I was giving love. So I think that's important, that it's not just about this physical act, there's an emotional aspect to it too, that we need to be aware of. Yeah, that would be most important.
What's like the first one that stands out to you?
Probably this one, because it's the one I would use.
If I was a dude, this would be tight.
I think this is a dildo.
It's pretty strong.
You can hear that. You can hear that one, though. The thing that I like about vibrators is trying to figure out what end goes where.
The bigger side goes in.
Nice, that makes sense.
Sex 101, let's go. So this is the Hugo. Hugo offers double stimulation.
One for your prostate and one for your perineum, opening up endless pleasurable possibilities.
This is the F1S V2.
LELO decided to tackle the stigma surrounding men and the use of sex toys. There are 4 customizable programs and a mobile app so you can personalize your experience.
I think I touched them a little too much. I'm gonna come off like a real freak. I love it. Part of my discomfort right now is my awareness that my parents are gonna see this later. We didn't really talk about sex. Now that I'm an adult, we talk about it openly, especially I'm gay and in a homosexual relationship, so my parents are surprisingly very comfortable asking me questions or talking about my relationship. And I think that is super impactful and powerful for teens and people, starting to explore their sexuality.
I don't know exactly where my prostate and perineum are. I'm not super familiar. I'm a virgin. What a great day.
Beautiful, Brandon.